Hey, so today I'm going to come to you with something that has just kind of bothered me all day long and just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, just kind of made me just in a blah mood all day. So I teach first grade, and it has been a rough year so far, and it's only October. We are totally seeing the full results of a pandemic remote year, and the kids have really suffered. And when you're in first grade, you have to look at it as my kids have never had an actual classroom experience because they were remote this entire time. So things that I have taken for granted since the day I've started teaching, holding a pencil, knowing how to sit in your seat, not interrupting, not having to go to the bathroom a million times a day, not expecting to have food anywhere and everywhere you want, has been a struggle this year because they're not used to it. They've been able to get up and go and do as they pleased, and now they're in a structured classroom setting. They can't do that. They can't hold a pencil. I've had to start from scratch, and it has been a very, very, very trying year. On top of all the COVID restrictions, all the quarantining that you have to do if you're exposed, the masks, the keeping the distance, it's just been a very stressful year. Then having to do the vaccinations and all that mumbo jumbo. And this isn't really a I believe in it, I don't believe in it type of video. It's just something that I came across today that just really, really bugged me. So we are working with the letter I this week. And when we work on a certain letter, we always get a book. And inside this book are little pictures of I is for igloo, I is for invitation. So as I am preparing this book this morning, I come across this page. I is for injection. Are you kidding me? Injection? Really? Injection? And the picture of a shot? Seriously? Okay, let's look at it from all angles. Number one, they're 6 and 7 years old. Any type of an injection is going to scare the bejesus out of them. They're kids. They're little. Those are needles, and it's puncturing their skin, and it hurts. So that word alone and that picture alone is going to scare them. But injection. It's 2021. COVID-19 still around, and this year, the shutdown's not the big thing, but the shot is. So what do you think this company's agenda was for me as the classroom teacher? To push an agenda with 6 and 7-year-olds. Oh, I is for injection. You know, like the COVID-19 shot. Oh, the one that everyone needs to have, the one that everybody needs to get, the one that you're probably going to have to get soon too in order to be able to come to school and for me to be able to teach you. Look, you want it, you don't. You have it, you don't. I don't care. Some of my friends have it, some of them don't. I don't really care. It's a personal choice, and I love them regardless. It's not something that I discuss. I have my own opinion about it. My friends have theirs. Some of them are the same opinions and some aren't, but I love them regardless. But to put that in a book for 6 and 7-year-olds, my kindergarten co-teacher is doing the same thing. So that means that our kindergartners and our first graders today, we're going to be shown this. Now, this bothered me so bad that I didn't even pass this book out. I didn't want to. Because when I went into education and decided that I wanted to be a teacher, it's because I love kids. And I love teaching. And I wanted to be able to share that and to help them and watch that light bulb click and see them grow. It wasn't to push an agenda. It wasn't to say, oh, hey, look, I think you need to do this. Or, hey, you need to tell mommy and daddy that this is the thing to do. That's not my job. Not at all. And it shouldn't be forced on me to make it my job. Or it shouldn't be insinuated in a little iBook that I need to, let's secretly push this in there. No. So I did what I wanted to do. I kept this book today. I didn't hand it out. I didn't go over it. But I tell you what I did do. On the rest of these books, I took them completely apart and I cut this page out. Because yes, injection does begin with an I. But I think a 6 and 7-year-old can more comprehend an ice cream or an igloo. Not an injection. Not a shot. I'm not going there. And shame on this company for putting it in there. And I don't think it was a coincidence. And I don't think that they prepared this well before the 2021 year. It was a little stab to get teachers to shove this into a 6 and 7-year-old's face. But not by this teacher. I'm not doing it. If you agree with me, fantastic. If you think that I've gone too far and I'm just an extremist, that's okay too. But I have principles and I have guidelines and I have standards that I personally am going to stand on. And I will love your kids till the cows come home. And I will teach them that the letter I says I in I. But I will not push an agenda that they don't even understand. And I am going to try and bring as much normalcy to their world that I possibly can, because unfortunately, as young as they are, their normal has pretty much been COVID, and that's unfair. So shame on you, company, and I really am going to find out this company's name because I'd really like to email them and ask them why. Why, of all pictures? Why, of all words? Why did you choose injection? Why did you post the picture of a shot? Not only because of COVID, but they're 5 and 6 and 7 years old. That's trauma. That's scary. That does not make any sense. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. I just needed to get this off my chest because it's really bothered me all day. And I just didn't agree with it. It just bothered me as a teacher. And you know, I'm a mom. And if my kids would have come home, if my son would have come home with this today, and I was looking through it, I know me. I would have emailed his teacher and asked, what discussion did you have when you got to the word injection? What did you say about that? What did you let them say about that? I just don't understand. When is enough enough? When is it going to be enough? When is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? I don't know. But I think that we need to be able to stand up and say, that's not okay, and I'm not going to take part in it, and I'm just not going to do it. So, thanks for listening. I just needed to say what I needed to say and just get it off my chest and just get it out there because it has truly bugged me all day long, and it's just kind of thrown me off all day. It's been heavy on my heart. So maybe after I post this video and talk about it, I'll start feeling better. But I just needed to get it out. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday evening and have a wonderful, blessed week. And I'll post another soon. Talk to you later.